Hey everybody, we're here for a new episode of Tier List Land. I'm here with JD and I'm here with Putty. This is unofficial because my brother's not here, so we can't really call it Tier List Land, but we're gonna go into Tier List Land. Just don't tell him. It's the RLG cast. You know what it is. And today we're talking about pull a little closer. Go a little
I'm good.
closer.
I'm just trying to see
Actually,
somebody.
stop. We need to restart because I just
Uh-oh.
want because I don't want the same mistake that happened last time where everybody saw my
Oh, yep.
Everyone sees his background porn.
no, that's what that is. That's Lilith.
No, that's porn.
Well, yeah.
Diablo porn. It's Diablo porn.
Doesn't even know. He doesn't even have the right list.
See, that's why.
Insanity.
Okay.
Insanity.
Wow. Now you got
All
to. Now he has
All
to
right.
edit.
No, we'll just
No,
do
I
it.
don't.
We'll restart. That's all.
Hey everybody, we're here for a new episode of Tier List Land, but my brother's not here, so don't tell him that we're going into Tier List Land. I'm here
It's
with
a
Putty.
secret.
I'm here with JD.
Hi.
We need a muzzle for this guy.
Screw you. Oh.
Whoa!
Oh,
Violence in the workplace.
Right. That's
You know,
harassment, buddy.
That's harassment,
if
Putty.
that got blurred out, then I'll just explain it later.
Anyways, we won't. And we're going to jump into Tier List Land because today we're talking about the best characters from Batman the Animated Series. Last week we did X-Men 97, which it's still not out yet. It'll be out before we post this, actually, so I think that's fair.
So go watch that first.
To watch that first. But we did... I think most of those characters were heroes. There was villains on the list.
A few villains.
There was some, but this is like mostly villains. I think in the Batman universe
They had Strong Guy though.
Yeah, the strong guy looks cool.
I'm clearly seeing one character missing, but wait, maybe he wasn't in the. No, never mind. He wasn't in the original anime series. I'm mistaken. So
Is strong guy on this list though?
No, there is a Strong Guy, but
Strong guy fucks. That's what they say. Okay, so we're gonna jump into this list and subscribe to this channel if you're not already completely upset with me. And let's go.
Okay, we'll start with Alfred Pennyworth.
I should mention JD's the tier master. I feel like it's unfair to let him do the work and not give him the credit.
No, it's I'm talking through it. It's Timmy the intern that's doing all the work.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about Timmy.
Sorry.
Timmy, it's that Timmy.
It is that Timmy. Yeah, Timmy. He's working for me now.
And then he has his Mimsy's also there.
Mimsy. Wait.
Okay, wait, let's do this video. Let's focus.
Let's focus. Alfred Pennyworth.
A B, I guess.
Yeah, that's one thing in B.
He's important to Batman, but he's not really that
I think
important.
in this, without having like very specific tiers, like the way we did it last time, there was like top 5, top 10.
Yeah.
With this, I think even if they're important, if they're not like super amazing, well-rounded characters, I think B is like a general generic location.
Yeah.
Middle of the road.
Yeah, middle of the road.
Okay, Batgirl.
I'm also gonna say a B.
Right
I'm
behind
actually
Alfred.
saying the same thing. Yeah.
Because she's not really a big character until Adventures of Batman and Robin, which
was like season 3, I think.
I think it's 4.
See, that's actually where I got confused because I forgot the Adventures of Batman and Robin continued. I was thinking Robin appeared in this, but he didn't. And
Batman's suit was slightly different. Batman had he didn't have the
yellow.
yellow.
No, he is down here. Robin was in here.
Batman was all black in that one, with no blue. And that
no
Robin
yellow.
is Tim Drake.
Yes.
Anyways, Batman.
Nightwing's not on this list, actually.
Oh, there you go. See. But
okay,
actually, there's no. This is clearly pre-animated series or
Adventures of Batman.
Adventures because there's also no other Robin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's fine. Batman,
he has to be up there.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
Bullock, obviously an S tier. Like obviously.
Screw you. I'd say C.
No, I'd say A.
Really?
No, I think I go with Putty. He's like a C because he's barely in the show.
Okay.
I mean, when he does have,
it's not a bad character.
Yeah.
And he's also a really good character. But you're right, though. He's not integral to the story.
Is he in the comics? I don't remember.
Yeah, Harvey Bullock is in the comics.
Like, I feel like this was a missed opportunity coming right out of Batman 89 to not have had Knox
Yeah, Alexander Knox.
Mm-hmm.
It's Catwoman.
Well, here's my problem. Depending on how many S tiers we have, I already know one that I think we all agree is gonna be S tier. But I agree. A or S.
I
mean,
think it's A.
oh,
I think it has to be A.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of my favorite Catwomans in the top 5 in general.
And Timmy the
definitely.
intern just informed me Harvey Bullock made his first appearance in 1974.
All right, thank you, Timmy. That's why we
Timmy,
keep
you're doing
Timmy
a good job.
around.
Yeah, it's good to keep him around.
JD translates for us what Timmy's saying.
Yes.
Clawfoss.
Clawfoss.
Actually
He had a
like
couple
Clawfoss.
good episodes, but he wasn't really integral to.
The first episode when he comes, I don't remember if it's a 2-parter. It's really good.
Yeah.
I say a high B for me.
I mean, well, I don't know. Is he better than Batgirl or?
Honestly, as far as character driven, I actually feel like he is. I mean, I'll put in Batgirl
Hey,
or
I'll take it.
interesting.
Okay,
But
I'm
Clayface has way-
not upset about that.
Putty made a good argument for once. For once.
For once. Mr. Freeze.
A.
He had the greatest Batman animated series
agree.
episode in Heart of Ice.
He also has a really good animated movie.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mask
I
of
think
the
it's called
Fantastic.
No. What's his name? Movie called Sub-Zero, I think it's called.
Sub-Zero, yeah.
But that's why I say high A, because the thing is, I feel like if we
let's just put it at the top of A for now.
Okay.
Well, we'll see where we can go with it from there. Because I think you made a good point. It is like he is like maybe the best fleshed out villain. Joker has no backstory.
He's a villain that you actually feel sympathy for in every episode, right? Because he's the motivation behind it. It's not an evil motivation like all the other villains. It's pure and you know what I mean?
And I think don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the like deep like Mr. Freeze backstory with the wife and everything comes from this version of Sub-Zero.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean Sub-Zero, Mr. Freeze. Finish him. Finish him. Harley Quinn.
Okay. I know I'm not going to get it, but
this is not going in S.
Well, the reason I say that, it's the first appearance. This is what made her made her loved.
It's also the best version of her.
Yeah, this was
Arlene Sorkin that voiced her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
always still be the best Harley Quinn ever. Even better than Margot Robbie, even though I love her to death.
Culturally, yes, but I mean, if you're okay, I'd put it there.
I'd put it behind Catwoman.
I don't agree with that. I feel like she had more storyline than
you wanted Catwoman in S.
Right, but I also want Harley Quinn in S. Do we not
you're
say that?
Psychotic. Okay,
you're put it ahead of
that's
Catwoman.
Why. Put it ahead of Catwoman. No. I'm okay with that. I wasn't sure like where he was going with that. So like for Putty right now, all 3 of the characters in A are in S.
Yes. Well, no, Mr. Freeze is my S.
Yeah, that's his S.
But whatever. Poison Ivy.
So if you have 2 A's in it, if you have an A and 2 S's,
I say high B. Oh,
look, hold on. So you guys you're saying it's an S, but me and Putty are saying he's an A, and then Putty has 2 S's, so it's ASS. I just wanted you to know.
Putty's an ass.
Wow.
All right. I'm gonna say a C.
Yeah,
really,
slightly better than Bullock. She didn't really have much in the show.
She has that one episode where she's really good. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, but compared to Clayface, though, you really don't think she had a better story?
Oh, she has more. Clayface has more character arc than she does.
So.
In the show, at least.
Yeah.
All right.
Putty, do you know who this is? Because we don't.
Isn't that the judge? What's her name? They're like, what was her? Oh, God.
Judge Judy?
No, not Judge Judy. There's like, what was the episodes? I'm not a judge, but like she's like a senator or something. Like it's one of those things.
Okay.
Like, she's,
unimportant. To the back.
No, put it in D. I just say put it in D since we don't know who she is.
Okay. She's not memorable.
Yeah.
Gordon
is definitely, I would say, low A, high B.
I'm not going to argue with that. He is in every episode, basically.
Yeah.
So
I'd put him ahead of Clayface.
I'm down for that.
It's also the
Mark Hamill.
I just want to say something. It's also the depiction of Gordon that, like, when I think of Commissioner Gordon, that's what I see.
Yeah.
Like none of these other characters
even
stick out
even
in my
Gary
head
Oldman modeled his character after this Gordon.
He does kind of look like him
with the mustache and everything, right?
Mustachioed. This is definitely a D.
Wow.
Right there at the bottom.
A D for amazing and put it in S.
Okay, but here's my question. Let's stop here.
It's ahead of Kevin Conroy.
That's what I'm about to say. Like,
Really?
I hate to say it, it's Mark Hamill.
Because
like, he does a.
I know it's Mark Hamill, but like when you read a Batman comic now, who's the voice you use in your head?
Same
Yeah,
thing
but it's
when you read
also the voice I use when I hear Joker.
Exactly.
It's a hard one. I mean,
okay. You know what?
I'm
No,
with
no.
Campo.
Leave it.
I
Leave
agree
it.
with Campo.
Leave
Okay.
it, and because it's alphabetical, B and J, and we're not sorting them.
Huh,
BJ.
They're not being sorted. They're just there in alphabetical order.
Okay, this is I don't like his character. I'd put him here.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I think he's pretty bad in the show.
Mad Hatter.
I actually really like him in this show. I think there's a few there's one
There are a
episode
few
for
good
sure
episodes,
that's like
yeah.
fantastic. His first appearance when he gets Joker and or Batman and he turns them all into like the pieces on the chessboard.
On the chessboard, yeah, that was a good one.
That's a really good
fun
episode.
But I mean, at the same time, though, like I still would put her behind put him behind Poison Ivy in this list, though. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just
I put him ahead.
I would say it's in B. I would put it ahead of Batgirl.
Really? Okay, I'm good with that.
Well, you guys both said lower, so I'd put it behind Batgirl to make it even.
Only because I'd put someone else a little higher than that. But Renee Montoya.
That's a D. Like she would get the D, I mean.
No, but where though? Like, is she like Bullock? Would like Bullock, or is she slightly ahead of?
She's. I don't even remember her being in the show. We had this.
She was created for the show.
Filming.
Thank you, Timmy.
Yeah, I
the
actually
intern.
remember her. Yeah.
Thanks to Timmy the intern. Why?
That she was created for the show.
See, I was right.
Yeah. Timmy the intern now works on RLG Cast, not just Johnny Donuts. See?
Oh well, we're gonna have to lend him out to Putty soon.
Appreciate that. Anyway,
Penguin. He's a classic villain. He has a lot of good episodes.
Yeah,
I would put him here.
I'm not upset. He's in a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
He's not better. I think Catwoman's arc
is better.
Like with the flirtingness with Batman and stuff is like
the sexual tension between the two of them.
Yeah. Perfect.
Now, the tension between Raish and Batman. But he wasn't an integral part of the story.
No, he's a D. He's a hard D.
Yeah,
wow,
I was gonna say like behind Bullock, but I mean he's up there too.
All right, Putty, take this one. I know you like this one.
Oh, Riddler? No, I'm not that big into Riddler. I mean, this Riddler is okay. I definitely I feel like this is more closely a combination between the comic book and the what am I thinking of? Like they look kind of like a mixture of the old TV series is what I'm trying to think of. You know what I mean? Yeah. But
you know who's a good Riddler on a bad TV show was the guy who played Riddler in Gotham. He was the best thing about that.
Oh my God, yes.
He was fantastic as
Penguin
Riddler.
was good in that show too.
Well, even in the Batman, I feel like that Riddler was good too. I like that Riddler. But anyway, it's a very different version. For me, I would put this high B. I mean, again, maybe A. I think it does deserve to be in low A.
I think this is the first time and modern people are going to be like, well, it's not the first time because he was in Hush, but no, he's not really.
He's not the main focal point of Hush.
Riddler is. This is when they turn him into like a serious like.
He's the only one that can match wits intellectually with Batman.
And he's very menacing in this. He's like he always is trying to kill Batman. He's not trying to like execute a thing. The episode with the video game, where they're in the video game is great.
God, that was
I'd put him ahead of Penguin.
I put him ahead of Catwoman.
Okay. Robin.
Okay, so here's my thing. With this Robin, I always felt like this Robin was
This is the Dick Grayson Robin, not the Tim Drake.
Yeah, but that's my thing, though. I feel like later they did a lot better storylines with Robin. So I feel like this one, but again, we did get a nice introduction, though. Like, I remember when I first saw this.
But he wasn't introduced to what? At least season 2 or 3?
Well, yeah, it was later.
No, I think he just shows up in the middle of season 1.
Yeah.
Well, no, he doesn't show up. They actually do the Grayson thing. Remember, because they did.
Yeah, they do the great. Yeah, I remember the circus.
Yeah, but see, here's my thing with this. If you read the comic books, you're familiar with the Grayson story, but like it's based on like conversations or like you dialogue in the story and everything. I don't remember the actual comic. It might be too old that I didn't have. This fleshed out that story for me, honestly. But that felt like that was the only good thing about Robin was his original story in this when he got introduced, and then after this, it was just boring. So me, I honestly, and I know it's gonna sound horrible, I would say it's like middle of B, like behind.
I'd even go lower.
Alfred.
I never liked Robin.
I think visually, it's this Robin look is iconic.
I agree.
He is really good comic relief in this show. He in that episode with the Riddler, he's really good, but I have to agree because a lot of times he's just there. But he's better than Batgirl.
Really?
Batgirl's barely in the show and doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, but that's why I said put him right behind. Yeah, that makes sense.
Falcone, useless.
Falcone in this was not that good. I actually would
see because I like the voice acting
here.
Yeah.
Okay. Scarecrow.
Scarecrow.
I always thought he looked so cool.
And he had a lot of good episodes.
I agree. I would put him right behind, right ahead of Catwoman, or right behind Catwoman.
I'd put him right here between Catwoman and Riddler. Me personally, at least for Scarecrow.
I'm not going to complain.
Like, I mean, before the animated series, Scarecrow was a nothing character, and it was so like they did such a good job with the Scarecrow that technically they made him the villain in Batman Begins.
This show has a really weird tone to it where I don't know if they mean it, but everything with the characters, like when you have Clayface or Joker or Scarecrow, it comes off, even Mad Hatter, which this is going to tie into the next person.
Actually, I was about, yeah.
There's a weird horror element where it's like you're not sure if they're trying to be scary or if the show just is like so dark that they don't know where to tell the line.
The show itself was dark. Like, I mean, Paul Dini went out of his way to make a dark TV series.
Literally, it's drawn on black paper.
Well, yeah. Well, even with the beginning intro, if you remember, I remember when I was a kid, we had all these cartoons like the Animaniacs. I remember He-Man prior to that. When this came out, just that intro alone, where they have like the robbers in the alleyway, and it's all dark and menacing, and then the shadow of Batman on the top, where it's just like the black
where the lightning flashes, and you just see the silhouette.
Everything about this series always point out to a darker tone, and I think that's what made it popular, is because all these cartoons were like, we have to make things colorful like Ninja Turtles. Batman was like, no, we're going to go dark and everything. Kids are going to enjoy this, we promise you, because there's a turn when it comes to kids wanting to see something more sinister and dark, and that's why this show became popular. Honestly, I feel like Batman, everyone says the movies are what really made people love it. I feel like the anime series, to this day, is always what made people love Batman.
If you see the trend that followed it, right? Because like X-Men was really dark too.
Yep.
X-Men was like a really flat show. Like there was very little comedy in X-Men.
Well, I think what happened was, I think there was it's kind of like the thing we see now, and I bring this up because I feel like it's a good subject, is when we were growing up, you know how like when cartoons, when we were kids, cartoons were either, if they were focused on adults, it was something like the Flintstones, where it still had a very cartoony, kiddie feel to it. As those kids became adults, things became more mature. Because if you notice, everything's like that. Video games, comic books, everything started getting maturity when people grew up on it and then became. And I feel like that's why Batman anime series was so good, is because I feel like the people that did that watched the old TV show, read the old comics, but they were like, we want this darker approach, but we still want to make it available for kids because that's what Warner Brothers wanted. And that's what we got here. And that's what's going to keep on happening. Every time someone grows up with something, we're going to get a darker version of it later down the road. And it's always going to be that rotating factor. And I think that's what happened with this.
Well, you literally happened with Ninja Turtles, because the TMNT Ninja Turtles in 2000 are so much darker than.
Exactly. And see, that's the point. That brings us to this character, because I distinctly was excited to get to this one, because I actually really enjoyed it. We didn't get much episodes of this character, but every episode I watched, I was intrigued and I clinged onto this character.
Well, there's one specifically that has Gray Ghost in it.
Yes.
Is really good.
I'm kind of like wanting to put him either here somewhere.
I actually want him on top of B. I really like this.
I don't really care as long as it doesn't exceed B.
Okay.
I'm
fine
done
with
for
that. Talia al Ghul.
So here's the funny part. I actually thought she was more interesting than Ra's al Ghul. Like, maybe it's just because it's a female character.
Yeah, but not much.
Oh no. I'm not putting her high on the list.
Out of D though.
Out of D, behind Falcone.
I'm done C. Yeah, I'm down for that. Actually, ahead of Falcone in my eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. Not ahead of Bullock. Bullock was a good character. Two-Face.
B. That was a great Two-Face in my eyes. I don't care where in B. I just feel like it needs to be in B.
Follow me here. I don't know if when I grew up as a kid, I always just the way that they look. It's because of the way that things are shaded and like stuff. I always thought Two-Face and Lex Luthor in the animated series shows
are the same character,
and I was convinced they're a black guy. I wasn't.
He actually is. He is.
He?
Yeah.
Okay, because when I became
not Lex Luthor, but Harvey Bullock.
When I was an adult, I found out that Lex Luthor was a white guy, and I was like, "There's no way!" I even bought the animated series, and I went and watched it, and I was like, "No, that's not a white guy."
It's a little darker, maybe extra tanned.
But like Lex Luthor's like the whitest guy.
Yeah, but Harvey Dent is. They tried to base him off Billy D. Williams.
Okay, that makes sense then.
But no, I thought the original comic book character wasn't he like
No, it was a white guy.
It was a white guy.
It was a white guy. Okay.
Yeah. Billy D.
Like
Williams.
Italian.
Billy D. Williams
like
played Harvey Dent in Batman in the '89 version of Batman, and he
Yeah,
was
the movie,
supposed to come back in Batman Forever, I think it was, as Two-Face, but they went in a completely different direction. The Batman '89 comic does a really good job with Two-Face.
Okay.
Yes, I bought it. Have not read it yet.
But yeah, they do a really good job with that. But I mean, Two-Face is another classic villain. Like,
yes, I agree, and I think,
but I don't think he's as iconic or his arc was as good as say like someone like Scarecrow or the Penguin.
I would say he's top of B or the bottom of A, but I think the voice acting was amazing for him.
He actually played it with two different voices, but yeah, that's I'm good with putting it at the bottom of A. Putty?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Okay. And thanks to Timmy the intern, this is Veronica Vreeland, a wealthy Gothamite socialite.
I remember she's the girl that's in love with Bruce Wayne.
Exactly. And she was always used as fodder by the villains. They kidnapped her all the time for her riches. Yeah, she's terrible.
All the way at the end.
Yeah.
Did we ever figure out who the other lady was? Timmy the intern couldn't do some research on that?
No.
What a dick. Anyways,
I really feel like I know her. But anyway, we're going to have to look at another.
Yeah, we're not going to drag this list out. No. That's the list. Look at it, enjoy it. This is probably one of the more cemented lists we've ever done.
The one we agreed the most on.
Yeah, I think so. And I think now looking at it, if Putty still has an argument to put anyone else in S, you got something wrong with you, kid. It's a reserved place for those two.
Yeah. Only those two deserve to be up there. Christmas with the Joker, one of the best. Christmas with the Joker.
What? We'll give it to you. We'll give you this. Deadpool is S on this tier list.
Cool. Whatever.
No, he's not ahead of Mr. Freeze.
Thank you for watching. Let us know what you think. Tell us we're wrong, and peace out.